Well, it's a sad day today, folks. I've heard this morning of the passing of Bruce Brown, film director, famous for surfing movies, Endless Summer. I don't really know the surfing movies, but more famous to me for the fantastic On Any Sunday, which any motorcyclist worth his salt would be familiar with frame by frame, I'm sure. I must have painted this heading into 2005, over Christmas 2004 into 2005, and it would have been purely a painting of passion. Probably the first film I remember seeing, and a film that I used to watch around Jono's time and time again. We used to pull girlies down the local pub, take them back to Jono's house, and sit them down and make them watch this. We weren't very successful, really, on that front, to be fair. And I'd still do the same today. In truth, it's a good test for them. Maybe that's why I'm still single. I don't know. But anyway, I painted this out of passion. And Michael out in the States that was helping me got wind of what I was doing, and also got wind of the 2005 reunion, the On Any Sunday reunion. And suddenly, before I know it, I'm invited out, special guest, out to America, out of California, to be a special guest at the On Any Sunday reunion. And I'm telling you, what a night. You know, there was a whole thing beforehand outside this theatre. Obviously they showed the film later on, but to meet all these stars, and you know, fantastic memories. I took some little reproductions over with me, and I gave them to various people. I think Malcolm had did Malcolm have one? I don't know, I can't remember. Mert certainly had one. Bruce had one. You've seen the photograph I posted up this morning. I gave one to Dave O'Dana. Dave O'Dana, he looked at me. He looked at this little. He looked at me. He said, "Do you know what?" He says, "Everybody wants off of me today." He said, "I don't mind." He said, "I don't mind. It's great. I love it." He said, "Everybody wants off of me today." He says, "But you're the first. You're the only person who's given me something." He says, "I'm going to kiss you." I said, "You're not." He said, "I am." I said, "You're bloody not." And with that, I'm off across the car park with bow-legged Dave O'Dana chasing after me. Funny little memories. It was a great night, and I was suddenly up on stage having to, because my painting was up on stage, and you know, during all the presentation, I was suddenly up there and doing a little bit of a talk about this. You know, quite incredible that I ended up in this situation. But anyway, this you've often seen me, other videos I've done, I sit in front of the original to this, that's signed up by all these stars, all these legends, all these men, and you know, it sits proudly behind me. I've turned down ridiculous amounts of money for it, life-changing amounts of money for it, and I wouldn't change my mind for a bean. But this behind me, this is a full-scale reproduction of my one. I got it scanned up just for my own, you know, safety, security. So I got something to, in case anything happened to the original. But anyway, this is a full-scale reproduction of it, and it's got a very slight flaw on it, and you'd never notice it unless I told you where. Just a very slight flaw, just there. But you wouldn't notice. If anybody really wants something like this, if you want this, I've got another one that hasn't got a flaw. Yeah, talk to me seriously about it. But anyway, running through the autographs on here. Obviously, there's me. Let's start at the top here. Skip Van Leeuwen. Then we have Eddie Mulder. Bruce Brown. Bless you, sir. Bless you. John Hately. We have Dave Evans. And Dave Evans was the guy that was popping the wheelie up the hill forever and a day. And his daughter Debbie Evans. well known in the States for trials riding and various bits and pieces on motorcycles, a famous motorcycling lady. Dave Aldana. This is Dave Aldana. Number 3, Gene Romero, down here. Jim Lomas. Now, Jim Lomas is the guy, he's an actor. And do you remember the guy that pretended he couldn't ride a bike? He's across the street, into the bush. Do you remember? Well, that's Jim Lomas. Walt Fulton. The legendary Malcolm Smith. Barry Briggs was there. Barry Briggs. Don Castro. Flipping lovely bloke, Don Castro. Real lovely guy. Sonny Nutter just released a book. Worth checking out, that I'm sure. I wouldn't mind getting hold of one of them myself. Larry Rushden there. He's the desert racer who had the dog. Do you remember the dog? He's got claws like an eagle. Jim Rice, Bobby Boogaloo Schwartz, Jimmy Odom, Gary Nixon, and smack on the number 1 plate here is Mert Lawwill. This is called, well, it's taken from the film Mert Lawwill, A Gentleman in a Violent World. On it goes. Occupation. Exactly. Many of you would have just said it. Motorcycle racer. Painting number 31. Motorcycle racer. Too many wonderful memories. Too bloody hell. You want to talk about proud? There's one. I'll see you in a minute with another one.